it just is a little bit messy. It's a little bit clumpy. It separates the lashes like no other. That right there to me is like, I think this is worth it. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Sephora Favorites Lashstash Mascara Wardrobe. I am so sorry guys that this is later than I had wanted to put this out. I just had a lot of stuff to review and this was one I really wanted to go in depth with, and I really wanted to give these mascaras a really great try. I wanted to have you know, recorded footage of me applying and you able to see all of the mascaras on my lashes. So it took some time. Yeah, so we're here and we're gonna dive deep into this baby right here and whether it is worth it this holiday season. So if you want to see footage of each and every one of these products included in this kit and my opinion on each and every one, and also my opinion on the product as a whole, whether it's worth the price tag, then keep on watching. So the Lashstash is something that Sephora does every year in the holiday season. They also do a lip kit, so if you're interested more in lip products, they do have one. So basically what they do is they give you a couple full-sized mascaras, a set of like false lashes, and then a bunch of mini mascaras. This is a good way to kind of test the most popular mascaras of the year, and you do get a lot of product for your money. So it is $63 Canadian and $208 value. So you spend $63, but you're getting $208 in value. I will have the US prices down here in the corner because I just don't know, I don't remember them off the top of my head. Really great value, and you save a lot of money. You get a lot of mascara. So this is something that I've gotten a ton of years. Most years I've gotten it from my mom for Christmas, and it's one of my favorite things that I get for Christmas. It's just, I love mascara and it's a staple in my makeup routine for sure. The first one is the Pat McGrath Fetishized. This is full size, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. That right there to me is like, I think this is worth it. Like, I love that mascara so much. It's very lengthening. It has a really good volume as well. I'd say the best part about it though is the length. So if you're somebody who has you know, a lot of lashes or like a decent amount of lashes, but you lack length, this is one of the best mascaras. It really separates the lashes. It really just accentuates your lashes and makes them pop. And I really feel like it is one of the best mascaras. It is one of my favorite. I had already, you know, tried it before, so I was really excited to see that you got a full size. It's a good in between. It's definitely great for length, one of the best. Volume, it's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. It's actually a really great one for layering as well, which I'm gonna be mentioning a lot in this video. So when you're layering mascara, a lot of the times I like to put on a lengthening mascara. So we're gonna get all that length and get them as long as you can, and then you add a volumizing mascara once it's dried as your second coat, and it gives just the base of the lashes more volume, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. That's something I do a lot, and this is a really great one for getting that length, and then you can add just one that's a little better for volume, and you get the most luscious, like voluminous lengthened lashes. I honestly love it. So this is $40 Canadian. So you're already getting almost the full value in the first full-size mascara. So right there, really great. As I mentioned, love that mascara, and I think that it's a good choice for one of the full size. I think that that's one of the best choices they could have made because it is one of my favorite mascaras in this whole kit. Then we're gonna go over to the Velour Effortless Lashes. So they do come in a really heavy duty case, and it's thick plastic. It's one that you could keep and, you know, after you've cleaned your lashes, put them back in. I really like that because I hate those flimsy plastic lashes. I typically end up throwing those out. So I do think that that kind of shows that they are good quality, especially in the packaging. So these lashes are supposed to be no trim. They are shorter. So if you have really wide eyes, they're going to be more of like a half kind of lash, which I think personally, and I am wearing them today, I think personally, this is a really great addition to this kit for many reasons. Number one, I think the fact that they are no trim and they are a bit shorter, I think they're going to be able to be used by more people. If you put a huge, you know, long set of lashes, yeah, you can trim them, of course you can. And, but I think the fact that you don't, that they can either be perfect for people with smaller eyes or just a little bit like of a kind of a half lash or like a 3/4 lash. Like for example, I'm a it's a 3/4 lash for my eyes, so it comes to about here. But with some mascara, it blends right in. They are really, really easy to use. I did use my Velour Lash and Go adhesive where you apply it first and then attach them, but I've used it also with regular adhesive, and it worked both times. All the times I've used these lashes, they applied really well. They blend in with my lashes really well. They were really just easy. They really are effortless, and I think that the fact that they aren't too long, they're not too full, they're not too huge, I think it's really great that they did that this year, because last year they had some of the most huge mega like lashes. They had Huda Beauty. Oh, I'll have a picture here because I don't remember which ones they were, but they had a pair of Huda Beauty lashes, and oh my goodness, they were huge, like even for me. And I'm like, the bigger lashes, the better. They were huge, and I almost like I would only wear them for like super glam looks. Like for everybody, I think that they're gonna be able to use these. And you know, for some people that like drama and like huge lashes, they'll just be more of a natural kind of everyday lash. And then for those of you that have smaller eyes that like a more natural look, they're gonna be perfect for you guys as well. And those lashes are $34. We have value over the amount of that we actually spent, which is really, really great. Then the Too Faced Better Than Sex, I'm not gonna talk about this for long because we all know and love this product. It's another one that is good for length and volume, but it is more like focused on volume. I do find I get more volume than length from it. I have paired these two together, the Pat McGrath and the Better Than Sex. They layer well. I really, really like the Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's an OG, it's a cult favorite, and I think that it is great. I do personally think it's good that they did a mini size because I think it's kind of old news. It's not as exciting, and I do like that they had that more in the mini size. So again, I really liked that. Then the Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. I actually had never tried this, so it is actually really great. I really do like it. I feel like it is similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex in a way that it gives volume and length, but I do think, again, it focuses on volume, so it actually gives a similar kind of effect as the Too Faced Better Than Sex. So if you aren't familiar with the Anastasia one, it is comparable to the Too Faced. It is really, really great. It doesn't get clumpy. It's really nice. It's a pretty standard volumizing mascara that still gives a bit of length. Then the Ilia one, Ilia, I don't know how to pronounce that. This one, when I first used it, I wasn't very impressed. It is very lengthening though. So it is one of those that you would want to layer if you need volume in addition to length. If you have the most voluminous lashes and you just want some more length, this one's for you. But I honestly I've been testing it a ton, as I had never used it, and I really, really like it. I actually think that it is very lengthening, really accentuates the length of your lashes and kind of adds length to your lashes. Some mascaras are advertised as lengthening, but they just are like kind of a basic mascara, whereas this one really, I think, focused on length, so it really excelled in that area. Like I did feel like I needed to layer with this one. I didn't feel like I was getting enough with just the Ilia one, but I do feel like it's a really, really, really great layering mascara to lay down first for that length. So I did enjoy that one as well. Then the Bad Gal Bang, I actually really, really like this one. It is really good for length, but it does have a bit more volume than the Ilia one. It separates the lashes like no other. It's really, really great. I like the wand that it's kind of skinnier. The way that the bristles come out, it really separates the lashes. Very similar to the Ilia one. I liked the Ilia one because it almost had like a comb on the one side, so you could really almost like separate them perfectly. This one did a similar job, but added a bit more volume. So I think I liked that one better, but I really liked both of them for the length. And then again, the Bad Gal one had a bit more volume. It's a really incredible mascara, and I hadn't used it in a while, and I really just fell in love with it again. Then we move over to the Tarte Surfer Curl, and this one is volumizing. I felt like the brush that the Bad Gal one had was a lot better at separating the lashes, whereas the Tarte Surfer Curl was a little bit more dense and delivered a little more product. Really did a great job at volume. It didn't deliver the best length. That's where I felt like it kind of lacked. It is another great layering one. I did like to layer it with either the Pat McGrath or the Ilia. I felt like it added good volume on top of a good lengthening mascara, and I do definitely use it. We move over to the Lancome Sills Booster XL. It is the primer. So I'm not a big primer girl. It can sometimes kind of get clumpy on the ends, and then you add your mascara and it just makes things worse. This one was pretty good. Again, I don't use a ton of primer, so I didn't feel like I can can compare. It's not something I use a lot. Like I haven't used a primer in a long time. Compared to primers I have used and had experiences with in the past, I do feel like it is one of the better ones that I have tried. So I don't think if you are into primer or interested in trying primer, I think this is a good one for them to include. I think that if your lashes clump easily, I would pair it with a more lengthening mascara or one that has a brush that's going to separate a little bit more, just so that you're not adding too much on the ends, because as I mentioned, I do find that at least for my lashes personally, it can sometimes make them look a little clumpier. But it also can add quite a bit of volume, quite a bit of length, and it also can protect your lashes if you're, concerned about that. So that is the primer. Then the Lash Streak. This is the one that I do enjoy. Don't get me wrong. I really think it is incredible for volume. It just is a little bit messy. It's a little bit clumpy. It can get clumpy, but it also, once it's almost like you're using it, it can kind of make a mess. It can kind of get clumpy. It's sometimes a little too wet, but if you get it to look good, it's one of the best lash stays you've had in your life. So it's kind of a bit of work, but if you can get it to work, it's incredible. I don't think it's going to be for everybody. I think all you have to do is just make sure you're removing a bit of the excess product. That kind of prevents making a mess all over your face. Sometimes if you have too much product on the end or even within the bristles, it can kind of make a mess, and that also will prevent clumping. I feel like even when I do that, it can get a bit clumpy. It, I think, holds a bit too much product, and the product can be a little bit wet. But like I said, if you're removing the excess product and you're just being not like too heavy-handed with it, I think that you can achieve a really, really incredible, lengthened, voluminous lash. I have a little tip. So what you do is you take a brush with a spoolie on the end. You can also buy just the spoolies from Shoppers. You can get the disposable ones. You take this and you're gonna sit it on the lash. This is what you would do if it got a little bit clumpy. You sit it on the lash and you're just gonna roll it and kind of like pull it outwards. So you sit it and then just like go like that. This is going to remove the excess product just on the ends of the lashes, and it can be a lifesaver. I've done that a few times with Lash Freak when it has gotten clumpy. Don't get me wrong, I have used this mascara and had really incredible lash days. So it is a good mascara. It's just want to kind of have some warnings too. Just be careful, and you may have days where it gets clumpy, and that's where this trick comes in on hand. So definitely you can kind of do that, remove the excess, and then it's going to look more lengthened. It's going to look less clumpy, and it really is a very good volumizing. It is a good one for layering volume. It really does make your eyes pop. I really like it, but just be warned, it can get clumpy and it can get messy. Then the last one is another full-size product. So this is our third full size, the first one being the Pat McGrath, the second one being the set of lashes. This one is the Blink Mascara Amplified. So if you've never heard of Blink Mascara, it is a tubing mascara. So this is where it kind of coats your lashes, and then at the end of the day, instead of rubbing and having a black raccoon mess on your face, it actually pulls them off. Obviously, you want to be very careful not to pull too hard so you're not pulling your lashes off, but they do come off very easily, so you'll see kind of like bits coming off your lashes. That's just the mascara kind of sliding off. It really is cool. I've used to use the mascara from Blink all the time before. This is a new one. So the Blink mascara before was a really good kind of, it lengthened the lashes and it did create some volume. It was a pretty natural mascara. This one, honestly, so this is advertised as buildable volume and length, but I do feel like this one was almost less volumizing. You can build up the volume a little bit, but I felt like this was just very, very lengthening and separating. So if you have lashes that clump very easily, this is going to be one that's really good to separate the lashes, really give some length. And this is another good layering mascara. I felt like when I used this, it definitely did not offer me nearly enough volume. I definitely had to layer a volumizing mascara at the end. So I do feel like this one is a little iffy. This is the one I was most disappointed in. But that being said, with the layering technique, it's incredible. So again, I feel like a lot of these in harmony with each other work really great together. So ultimately, I honestly feel like this is worth it 100%. The only thing I will say is that I wish they did one of the other mascaras as the full size. I think the Blink one was not my favorite. It was one of my least favorite. So that being one of the full size one, it wasn't really, it was a little disappointing. Like I almost wish they did the Bad Gal Bang or like the Anastasia or maybe even the Tarte one. Or the, like honestly, any one except for the primer, the Lash Freak, or the Too Faced. Any one of those I would have loved being the full size instead of the Blink. That's my only complaint. That being said, you're still getting a ton of lash products for a very cheap price. So ultimately, I think this is a definite recommend and definitely worth the money. So I really do think that it is something that I would recommend you guys picking up if you like mascara, if you use it very often, if you're interested in testing new ones, or if you see ones on here you love. I think it's really, really, really worth the price. So that is my final review of the product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and for being patient waiting for this review. If you guys had heard me promising this review before, I'm sorry it was late, but thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell if you're interested in being notified when I upload my videos every Monday and Thursday. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite from all of these mascaras. Have you tried them, or which one are you most interested in? I love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.